A very good evening to all of you friends. A very warm welcome to all of you from the entire team at BYJU'S Exam Prep. So friends, on behalf of the entire team at BYJU'S Exam Prep, I extend a hearty warm welcome to each and every one of you out there watching me. Friends, today we are back with legal aptitude, a session on legal aptitude for CLAT 2022 and 2023 aspirants. Today, I shall be discussing with you certain questions relating to legal aptitude or legal reasoning. Since you guys are preparing for CLAT as well as other law entrance examination, it is absolutely necessary that you guys are aware of certain very important questions that I'm going to discuss with you in the course of today's session. So are we all ready to begin with today's session? And I want each and every one of you, Mansi Agarwal, Arvind Kumar, Rohan 770, to share this session with others who also are preparing for CLAT and other law entrance examination for the year 2022 and 2023. So friends, let's begin. But before we begin, it's a very important announcement that BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you an express course for Maharashtra CET, A-Lit, SLAT, B-Lit and Jamia LLB 2022. So if you are one of those who are preparing for Maharashtra CET, A-Lit, SLAT, B-Lit, Jamia LLB 2022, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you this express course. Get yourself enrolled for this fantastic course, guys. BYJU'S Exam Prep also brings to you a crash course for CLAT 2022. BYJU'S Exam Prep further brings to you a booster course on legal affairs and current event for CLAT 2022, and this is batch 2, which has been very recently launched. So definitely join us in this very important courses from BYJU'S Exam Prep. In this booster course on legal affairs and current events, you get built CLAT 2022 concepts for legal affairs, current events and static GK from scratch for beginners, expert guidance by NLU alumni until the day of your exam, progress assessment test to gauge performance at regular intervals, highly interactive doubt clearing session. So this is what you get in this particular course, that is batch 2. So friends, let us begin. Up on your screen is a particular question. You have to read this question and give me the correct answer. Which of the following describes injuria sine damnum? So what does injuria sine damnum mean? Injury, legal injury without damage. Is that clear? Legal injury without damage. Am I clear to all of you? Have I made myself clear? Each and every one of you. Okay? Fantastic. So, what does this mean? Legal injury without damage. It means that your legal rights have been violated. Your legal rights have been violated, but you have not suffered any loss. You have not suffered any loss. That is what we mean by injuria sine damnum. So the correct answer to this question is option B. You trespassed into my property, but you did not cause any damage. Is that clear to each and every one of you? Is that clear to each and every one of you? So the correct answer is option B. Okay. Okay, fantastic. So the correct answer, friends, is option B. Fantastic. Moving on to the next question. The word tort has been derived from which language? Is it Latin? Is it Greek? Is it French? Or is it Spanish? The word tort comes from this word called tortum, which means an act that is twisted, or an act that is not straight. So an act that is twisted is called tortum. This happens to be a Latin word. This happens to be a Latin word. The word tortum, from which the word tort has been derived. Is that clear? Is that clear to each and every one of you? Fantastic, fantastic. Good, good, good. Aparna Kumari, M.K. Mehendi, Manvi Kanojia, very good, very good. Satvik Joshi, very good, very good. Nice, nice, that's good. So the correct answer is option A. Moving on to question number 3. Absolute liability means which of the following things? Strict liability plus exceptions, vicarious liability minus exception, strict liability minus the exceptions, or vicarious liability plus strict liability. So absolute liability is a very important concept that you all need to be aware of when you are preparing for CLAT and other law entrance examination. So absolute liability means which of the following? Does it mean strict liability plus certain exception? Of course not. Does it deals with vicarious liability minus exception? No, it does not deal with vicarious liability. It does not deal with vicarious liability. It means strict liability minus the exceptions, act of third party, act of God. You remember, there are certain defenses which was permitted in Rylands versus Fletcher, in the landmark judgment of Rylands versus Fletcher, which deals with the rule of strict liability. Now, when it came to India, the Bhopal gas leak tragedy, Oleum gas leak tragedy, the Supreme Court said strict liability minus the exception. So option C is the right answer. Is that clear to each and every one of you? Is that clear, all of you? So guys, if you are liking today's session, do press the like button and definitely share this video, this session with your friends who all are preparing for CLAT and other law entrance examination. Moving on to question number 4. I think I have discussed the answer of question number 4 in question number 3 itself. Rylands versus Fletcher, the famous judgment of Rylands versus Fletcher, dealt with which of the principles in tort liability? Is it vicarious liability? Is it joint tortfeasor liability? Is it extension of liability or is it strict liability? And I'm sure each and every one of you will give me the right answer over here. It deals with strict liability. Am I clear? Is that clear to each and every one? Very good, very good. Okay, fantastic. That's nice. So the law that was laid down in Rylands versus Fletcher dealt with strict liability. Is that clear? Moving on to question number 5. Lister versus Hasley Hall dealt with which of the following principle of law? Is it vicarious liability? Is it nuisance, negligence, or remoteness of damage? Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Give me your answers, guys. Give me your answers. No, it is not negligence. It is not negligence. Manvi, it is not. It is vicarious liability, as Aparna Kumari says. Okay. It is vicarious liability. It deals with vicarious liability. CLAT will be an offline examination, but if the cases are around 3 lakhs, I think they might change at the very last moment. But as on today, they say that it will be an offline examination. CLAT 2022 will be an offline examination, but fingers crossed to the numbers, because we are right now in a third wave, so we don't know. Okay, is that clear to all of you? Moving on to question number 6. Words or sentences which might appear innocent, but they have defamatory meaning, right? So I'm talking about double meaning words, double meaning sentence. What does it mean? Does it mean libel, slander, innuendo, or none of the above? These are certain words which appear to be innocent but has a defamatory meaning. Is it libel? Is it slander? Is it innuendo, or none of the above? The correct answer is it is called innuendos. So innuendos happens to be those words, those sentences which have double meaning. Okay. Okay, fantastic. That's great. Let's come to question number 7. What is the legal meaning of the word battery? So what is the legal meaning of the word battery? All of you, give me the right answer. Give me the right answer. Okay, the correct answer is actual or intending to strike another person. The correct answer is an actual or intended to strike some other person, that is what we understand as battery. If you are touching the other person with some physical force, that is what we refer to as battery. Is that clear? Is that clear to each and every one of you? Fantastic, fantastic. Question number 8. Question number 8. The act of unlawfully entering into another's property. The act of unlawfully entering into someone's property. So if you are entering into someone else's property without that man's permission, what does it amount to? It amounts to what we refer to as trespass. It refers to what we commonly call as trespass. Am I clear? Any doubt? I'm sure that you guys are also collaterally noting these questions down in a piece of paper, because these questions are important if you are appearing for A-Lit, B-Lit, CLAT, Jamia and other law entrance examination. Of course, it will be of great use insofar as your CLAT examination as well. Okay. Question number 9. Question number 9. The Kerala High Court, the Honorable Kerala High Court, in a very landmark judgment relating to medical negligence, held that the principle of dash will apply if patients suffer a complication not contemplated normally. Was the judge talking about the principle of injuria sine damnum, the principle of damnum sine injuria, the principle of res ipsa liquitor, or the principle of injuria in personam? What was the judge dealing with in this particular case? The patient, if a patient suffers a complication which is not contemplated normally, what do we mean by that? It means res ipsa liquitor, things that speaks for itself. The fact that the patient has suffered from a complication which is not contemplated normally means that the doctor was negligent. It means that the doctor was negligent. Have I made myself clear? Is that clear to all of you? Now please understand this question. What is the question? The Kerala High Court, in a landmark judgment, said that medical negligence, that the principle of dash will apply if a patient which is suffering from a contemplation of a complication which is not contemplated normally. So here the judge is saying that if a patient is suffering from something which is not contemplated normally, that means things that speaks for himself. The fact that the patient has suffered from a complication which is not contemplated normally means the doctor is liable under medical negligence. Okay? Is that clear, all of you? Option C is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 10. It's a very easy question. I don't want any one of you to give me the right answer. Wrong answer. Everyone should give me the right answer. Good, 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 good. Master is liable for the wrong committed by his servant. Okay. So here is the principle called vicarious liability, where the master-servant relation, principal-agent relation, and partners. One partner is liable for the fault of the other partner in a partnership firm. Similarly, the master is liable for the wrongful acts committed by his servant. Similarly, a principal is liable for the wrong committed by his agent during the course of employment, provided he is doing the authorized act. So, this deals with the principle of vicarious liability. Okay? Fantastic, 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 fantastic. The correct answer to question number 10 happens to be option D. All of you? Okay. Friends, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a comprehensive course, Batch 7 for CLAT 2023. If you are preparing for CLAT 2023, do join the comprehensive course Batch 7, which has been very recently launched. Start your free trial today. In this course, you get Build CLAT 2023 concepts from scratch for beginners, day-wise study plan covering the entire syllabus to help you score better, expert guidance by NLU alumni provided until the day of your exam, and 100 plus live classes for the new CLAT pattern with interactive quizzes. So friends, with this we come to the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. Do share this session with your friends who all are preparing for CLAT and other law entrance examination. Thank you very, very much. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Wish you a very happy weekend ahead, but definitely concentrate on your studies. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.